first you take this plastic cover that is under. It's protecting basically everything. So you have a few screws around, so you take that off. Those screws look like this. The socket that I'm using is 5/16 is for this. So you take the plastic cover first. After you take the cover, you have to take these bolts right here for the exhaust. The reason why we're gonna take this exhaust is because it's really cramped in there, and we're gonna need room to do that. So we got two bolts here, and in there you have one on each side. You'll see it's kind of hard to see with this thing, but it's in the other side, right there, right over there. So you have to do that on this end. Sorry if the camera flips, I'm in a very awkward position here. Okay, sorry about the angles of the camera again, because this is a little awkward. So I'm gonna take the exhaust from the beginning over there with the half socket, and you're gonna need an extension. I'm gonna do this on both sides. Okay, so after losing the exhaust, if you can see, I don't know if you can see, but it is loose from the front end. So this is how the front looks like. So our motor mount is right there. So in order for me to get it out, if you can see, I got no space in there. So I gotta take this off, and by taking this off, hopefully that'll give me enough space to get the bad boy out. That's how you know this job is a little complicated, because the position that you're in is awkward. Like if you don't have a hydraulic lift, it's gonna be a little awkward. This might take you a couple hours. So after removing that, you gotta remove the other end of this pipe, which is down there, right where the joints are. If you can see in there, you got two kind of straps. So that's an E12, which is different socket set than the average. You remove that, but before you remove that, put something in here so the front end don't just drop on you. Okay, so what I did is I just put that little horsey thingy, or whatever they call that. This position right here that I'm at is, I don't have that much room. Like, it is very low here. So after removing that, it's gonna give me a very easy access over there. Hopefully I don't have to take none of these sensors like you see there, like the green cord. I'm gonna see if I can just take it off, remove my motor mount without taking those things out. So that's gonna be next. Okay, you might, before you start doing this job, you're gonna need this type of tool. You can buy it on Amazon. That's what I got it. I don't know if you can buy it on eBay or anywhere else, but I know I got mine from Amazon. Sorry about that noise, if you can hear it. That's a 16. This tool is gonna come very handy for you. You're gonna need it. So if you can have it, save yourself a headache and buy it. So if you can see on the top there, it's hard to basically get anything. You can get that, or you can get a different type, but I'm gonna try doing it with this. It's some other type of tools that it bends in one end. Those are also come handy, but I use this tool to do my other side, so I'm gonna try to do it with this one. So my plan is to remove the top first, then the bottom ones, and go from there. So we'll see. So I just removed the top screw over there. Now I gotta remove the two bottom ones. I'm gonna see if I can focus this in there. So one should be through the hole in there, and the other one I believe is in the other side. Let's see if I can manage it. Sorry about the turning of this camera. So that's the other one right there. Just that one and the one in there. That's a half one. Just so you know, to take the top bolt over there, that was a little bit pain, but thank God for the tool that I bought. It'll make my job a lot easier, which is this thing. It helps. You should get it. Don't do it without that, because you're gonna be pissed. Okay, the next step, you gotta get yourself a jack and raise the motor up so you can free the motor mount. Okay, that's right there. So I'm getting it through here. There you go. It's actually, it went a lot easier than the other one to me. And then the port number. So I took the other one out. Now I'll put the new one back in there, back in place. Sorry, I didn't record the last final part, but this is what you do. You place the motor mount where to go, and then you put the two bolts from the bottom. Don't tie them completely, just put them on nice and snug in case that you have to move it or rearrange it. Put the top bolt for the motor mount, and if it doesn't reach, you lower the motor a little bit until it reach. Once you reach it and you are able to tie it a little bit, you can go ahead and lower the motor all the way down, and then you can go ahead and tie the bottom ones and the top one. Thanks for watching.